Even though this is a competitive FPS, there's still a little bit of psychology involved when trying to predict both your teammates' actions as well as the enemies. And while it's not usually easier to do either, sometimes there are ways in which you can kind of force your enemies to do things that put them at more of a disadvantage using some of the abilities in the game. Today we're going to demonstrate this with your favorite streamer's least favorite character, Wattson. And today we're not going to talk about the fences at all. We're actually going to talk more about her gen. Now the gen serves a purpose far past just charging shields. It's a big shiny object, and people on this game love to pay attention to big shiny objects. They're like mosquitoes flying against those electric bug swatters. Most people in this game know what the gen does. They know it stops grenades, horizon ultimates, missile ultimates, a lot of things. So when they see a gen and you're in cover, they're going to try to destroy that gen by any means possible. And you can definitely use that to your advantage to misdirect them and get the edge in a fight. Let me show you. Annoying ass Vantage knocks my teammate. We're in an open area without too much cover, and my first thought is,
this is bad. This is very bad.
So I start trying to punch them behind the cars so I can res them in some type of cover, and I drop my gen in the open area between the two cars on purpose, because when people see gens, this is usually their first thought. Ironically enough, me throwing down the gen a second or two earlier probably would have stopped this whole bang ult. But either way, I ignored it, get the teammate up, and as you notice, my gen is actually turning yellow because they're trying to shoot it like mosquitoes drawn to light. Now, I have a background in marketing and psychology, so I think about that type of stuff when I do anything. Psychologically, in this game, a lot of people are mosquitoes. They get tunnel vision, they see a shiny object or a moving object, and they are on it until it's dead or they're dead. This is a game where you can use that to your advantage, and you can use that to misdirect people and make them put themselves in bad positions. Please excuse my shitty aim here, but back to the misdirection talk. So due to the misdirection and them taking so much time trying to destroy the gen instead of pushing and that diverting their attention, by the time they actually did push, we ended up getting the horizon up. We were all healed and ready, and we set up some defenses so their push didn't end well for them at all. So after pulling out the Playmaker badge...
You mean the bad aim badge too?
Yeah, anyway. Teammates cleaned it up in the end. We got the W, and I think we got out of there before we got third party, but this game was from a few weeks ago, so I honestly don't remember. But anyway, one of the main reasons that using the gen as a distraction with Wattson works so well is because she can carry 2 ult excels, and she can pop one and have her gen fully restored just like that. And giving one up to stop a team from pushing, or to delay them from pushing, or to give yourself some extra time to regroup and recover isn't necessarily a bad thing when within 6 or 7 seconds you can get your ultimate right back and go back to using it for its utility. And I know I've droned on a lot for this video. If you've watched it for this long, I hope I've been able to help in some sort, but I just want to end off by saying that this doesn't necessarily only apply to Wattson. This misdirection strategy could be applied to, say, Catalyst using a cat wall and then going another direction behind cover, or going around another piece of cover so that they expect her to go past the cat wall and they don't. I've even seen people use it sometimes with a Lover bracelet, where they send the bracelet up into somewhere where they know it'll get sent back to them. It's a do not play area, and people will chase the bracelet trail and then be salty and confused when they get there and there's no Lover there. Misdirection in this game is pretty easy, especially when, like I said, everyone in this game is like mosquitoes bumping into electric bug fences. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind and be sure to use tactics and strategy to fool your enemies in the future.